The rules have changed, gentlemen. We have to work 5 times harder than our grandfathers, for women 20 times less valuable than our grandmothers. Inflation has us working 2 jobs and creating side hustles. And to top it all off, we're not as happy as we used to be.
That is very true, but this is about to change. And tonight's podcast is going to be Daniel Santo or Santos?
Santo, no S.
Santo Compton. And
He's Italian. He's not Spanish, bro.
Bro,
We told you.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. I can never say nothing straight because this guy's always jamming me up, bro. So tonight we have a special episode because we have a true blue fighter, professional fighter, promoter, trainer, power lifter or power trainer or some stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
A superhuman man. Hey, let me do my thing before you interrupt me. Literally a superhuman man. Please give a round of applause for the man right here. We're excited to have you here.
Welcome, brother.
Very excited to have you here. We heard some good stuff about you. I was checking out your Instagram. Good fights going on. Talk to us. What does the world need to know about you? Give us a little short intro about yourself, and then you have a very special question about our intro.
I'll shout myself out, bro. Daniel Compton, big fight coming up August 18th at the Santa Cruz Warriors Stadium. Hopefully you guys will tap into that. We'll try to put the ticket link somewhere around here so we can get credit. Me and Lorenzo Figueroa are from Santa Cruz. We're rocking that card, and we're trying to sell as many tickets as we can. Bring LFA back to Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
And, but let me ask you first, what's the theme of the podcast?
So the theme is we're just helping men. We're helping men who are looking to develop. We're giving them that first step. Like if they're looking for inspiration to develop, look, we can help you with your mindset. It's the way we met. We met boxing. Like we sparred. The first time I met this guy,
punching each other in the fucking face, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like this guy the first time I met him.
Look, this is what yin and yang is, bro. I like this guy right from the get-go because he can take a punch, right? Probably like you. If you can take a punch, you probably like a dude, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker got hit, and he didn't like me, bro.
He's got like 400 pounds on me. You know what I'm saying?
We were
400
going
pounds.
at it. 400 pounds, bro. Look at this dude. Tommy's super obese, son. Just because he weighs 20 pounds soaking wet, bro. That's what it is. So that's how we met. So a lot of things that we talk about in the podcast is just man shit, bro. People forget about the skill of being a man. And there's literally new laws in life. There's new rules for playing the game of life, of being a man. People forget, like, okay, to you it's like natural, right? Going to the gym, working out, mixed martial arts, wrestling, punching, jiu-jitsu, boxing, all this good stuff. This is natural for us. We like this shit. We're not at your level, right? But we enjoy all of this stuff. And what is the other part? Like we talked about, say your intro again real quick so I can break it down.
The part that he had a question about was the working 5 times harder than our grandfathers.
Correct.
For women, 20 times less valuable than our grandmothers.
So 20 times harder than men. Think about how hard we work. And the men that worked in the past, at our age, what did they have? Houses, cars, other businesses. So we're working what they used to do. They used to just work 40 hours. Now we're working. I remember at one point, because I was with the Sheriff's Department here in Santa Clara, at one point I was working 116 hours a week, month after month, year after year, 116 hours a week just to get ahead of the regular curve, right? So you think about when you say we have to work 5 times harder to get what we used to have in the past, think about inflation. Think about the power of the dollar that's shrinking. True, we're still America, thank God, right? We'll get to see how long we maintain that power. But as far as inflation, our dollar has much less power. Our competition, as far as what is women now, think about this. How much do women get paid for not doing shit? Let's talk about OnlyFans.
Bro,
what about
paid? What about have you seen the NPC thing that's happening on TikTok?
No,
bro, there's this girl and she has a hair straightener and she's getting like these kernels that turn into popcorn, right? And she's sitting there and putting them in there and like she's sitting there and she's just talking like a robot. And like people are sending like on TikTok, you can like buy a fucking little cowboy hat. It's like a digital cowboy hat. You could buy it and send it to her and it like pops up on her and she'll just be there and she'll be like, oh, I feel like a cowboy. Thank you, Dan. Like if say Dan sent it, like, thank you, Dan. I feel like a cowboy. And then there's these little like things that you could send that like she's wearing or a little thing that'll pop up on the screen. Bro, this chick, she's making 4 racks an hour.
He just called you a simp too. He said Dan throws up money for chicks.
I'm giving an example.
I want him things that he does, bro. All the time, bro.
Don't listen to this guy.
See, he's on my side, bro. He's on my team. This is what I'm talking about, bro.
Dude, you're such a dick. I'm trying to give an example, and I want him to like pay attention. That's why I use his name.
He called you a simp, dog.
But that's basically, and this started like, I think it first showed up like on Friday, and then if you look now, there's hella, not just women doing it, dudes doing it even. And
easy
like,
money for what?
for just dumb shit.
And that's the competition that we're up against. Real hard work against these women that get paid for nothing. It's not just that, bro. What about these, like, say women that work in the office? Okay, you have to go put in your hours, but really, what do they really do? What do they really do in the office compared to us men having to really work? So we're talking about working 5 times harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you said a woman 20 times less valuable than our grandma.
Yeah. Correct.
But also a lot of our grandmas like didn't even work.
Correct.
Exactly.
That was
they
their
didn't
value.
even like they were just
power.
they were homemakers.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like a lot of women, like they work full time, like Rosie the Riveters, you know.
I understand. So, and this is why and this is my interpretation at least of when I say that, right? Like when I came up with that intro, it was more so of like, okay, me, when I'm interested in a woman, I will plan the date. I'll be there probably like 20 minutes ahead of time to make sure she's there. If I know her drink, I'm gonna get that
late.
drink.
I'm always
gonna
late.
Yeah, you're always late.
Always
for everything.
late. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do these extra
drink.
things because if I fuck up at all in that first date, it's bad, right?
I'm
They don't really gotta do nothing. They
I'm
just
trying to
show
fuck up, dog.
Whatever.
I'm trying to fuck up.
And then on top of that, it's me. I try to nowadays I try to be a more traditional person. I try to go the more traditional route. But if I'm doing more traditional things to, like, let's say mates, to find a mate, right? There's not a lot of traditional women out there. Women are super promiscuous for the most part. Not saying all of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are. And there's this sense of like you said, there's women that work, and I'm not hating on women that work. If you're working, you're getting your money, get your money, you know? But then there's this sense of like, oh, I'm independent. I don't have to listen to you, this, that, and the third.
I don't need a man.
When I say 20 times less valuable than our grandmothers, my grandmother, she also worked, but she had this undying loyalty to my grandfather, both of them. And the way they would, you know, they would be at home, they would take care of the kids, they would make sure the house was ready and it was good because they know that their man's out there working hard and doing shit, doing whatever they got to do, and they're making sure that the home is taken care of. Nowadays, it's not that. There's this weird sense of competition between men and women, and the way I look at it is like, I don't want to compete with my wife or my girlfriend.
Well, what do you think about that, Dan? So you're saying a little bit opposite, right? You're saying, no, there's value in women working and not taking care of the household, not taking care of man. What's your opinion on that? Because the way you said that is a little bit like opposite of what we think.
Yeah, I've just noticed like, but also too, like your personal experiences, they don't define like with like the whole world or like society, you know. But in my direct family, like I've noticed like the men like taking advantage of how much the women are like not dependent, but emotionally dependent on the man, you know, because these women are loyal, and then these guys are like, oh,
where are the loyal ones?
I guess, yeah. Well,
where are the loyal ones, son? You probably got one.
No, I'm honestly, bro. I could just refer to like my mom.
Okay,
you know,
okay,
and
I'm with you.
Yeah, I feel like my dad, like, and my mom worked for equal earner as my dad, and like now I feel like my dad like has this weird control over her where he can like dictate like what she can and cannot do, and I just don't like it.
Is that bad?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Is that bad?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why is it like a bad
that's
control?
My mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. But is it a bad control? Or is it like a protective control? Because I got the same thing, but it's mine's a protective control.
I think it's bad, bro. I think it's bad when you like have that type of control over another human being and you're like not letting them be like who they want to be, or like even.
But what did your mom decide? Did she decide she want to be like take care of your kids? Was she with you guys all the time? Because that's also big.
I think my mom wants to be living here in town so she could be around me and my brother for like when the grandkids come, because that's what my mom's super into.
Yeah,
and my dad's like, oh no, we're moving to Reno. My mom didn't want to go. Makes her move to Reno. And then he's like, oh, we're moving to Texas, even farther away than Reno. You know what I'm saying? And my mom is an equal earner, you know, so it's her money too. But then my dad takes her to Texas. And now my dad doesn't fly. He's scared to fly. He was in the military. He's a big, tough guy, to be honest, but he's scared to fly or for whatever reason. So he was in the Army, but they met in the Army. My parents met in the Army at Fort Bragg, and I just think it's kind of weird, bro. Like he doesn't like to visit. He doesn't fly, so he doesn't visit much, and then he doesn't want my mom to leave him because he wants her there to like serve him food, cut the grass, all these things.
Wait, she cuts the grass?
She does everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she does everything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that control.
Old school.
I don't like that control that my dad has over my mom. So that's just my personal opinion, you know, and I don't have that control over my lady, bro. Like my lady,
not yet.
She, you know, no, I won't, bro. My lady, very independent, you know what I'm saying? And I like it that way, bro, because
you like it that way?
Hate to say it. you know I'm a fighter, bro. You know I'm a fighter, dog. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I also have a crazy temper. And I lose that motherfucker all the time. You feel me? And so, like, for example, like, I'm going to need a woman, if we have kids, that if I go to prison for a couple years or something, like, she's going to be taking care of the kids by herself. Prison, dog. And she's going to do a good job at it. You know what I'm saying? I want a woman like that. Okay. Like, financially secure, can take care of the kids if I go to prison, you know, and then also just have, you know, come on, man.
So, okay, tell me.
I got you. But
it sounds like you got a real down ass woman. Yeah, like, you don't doubt her for a second.
She's a savage.
Okay, and I'd say that's a dime a dozen.
I met her at the fight gym. Where'd you meet your lady? Where are you meeting your ladies at? You got to meet your lady in the right place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Real.
Now you get online, like, online ain't gonna do it.
No, I don't do online. I'll do it in real life, but I'll meet them at, like, you know what's funny? Like, a lot of my girls, like, they're waitresses. Like, they'll be my waitress, and I'll just be like, you.
Waitresses are straight sluts, brother. Yeah, that's not the
They'll
one.
They'll be hot, bro.
Yeah, they're hot, but that's not your lady right there, dog.
No, that's real. I need to go to, like, a church or a library.
Or maybe like a nice grocery store, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to go to another country, son. I'm telling you, these girls here are cooked. They're cooked. Like, he's got to go in, right?
No, but I was actually so. But we have this argument all the time because he says, like, no, all these bitches are done, and I say no, there's good ones out there. I want to believe that there's good ones out there because I want to eventually have a family unit, right? Mm-hmm. But again, like, just based off of, like, and not only that, not just based off of, like, my personal relationships, but based off of, like, the women I meet day to day. Like, I'll be like, right now, I got an extra job where I make a little bit of money, and then I'm working with only women there. And I'll listen to their conversations they have because they just yap. They just tell their business, and I'm listening to them, and it's like, you know, they'll be talking about, like, oh, like, let's go get dressed up. Oh no, I know someone that can just buy us drinks, this, that, and the third. And I'll be like,
that's the majority of women.
It'll be the same woman that's complaining like, oh, I hate men.
How long you been with your lady?
It's like over 5 years.
Over 5 years. See, it's different, bro. I'm telling you. Everything's changed since 2020. Everything has changed.
That's a
and
big
probably
thing.
Before, especially with Instagram, like, he got, like, the better end of it.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing.
And recently, everything is changing. So you asked at the beginning, what is our podcast about? It's the new rules in life. How everything has changed. The laws of life, especially for men, have changed. You know? Because now we're in charge, and we're expected to do a lot more to get these type of women, right? These high-quality women. Because every woman now, what do you call it? Wholeflation?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's a 10. Everyone's a 10.
And you get, these girls are on Instagram, right? And it's legit, bro. And maybe you're not in the loop with this because you're in a good relationship, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of these girls, they get all these crazy likes. They get 50 likes, 100 likes, 1,000 likes. And now they think their shit don't stink. These girls are like 4s and 5s and thinking that like 9s and 10s. All these girls, they all think they're 10s.
You know, it's funny,
and
bro.
And the way they act, the way they look, out of shape, the massive personality, they're entitled. All that shit's disgusting, bro. They're all fucking cooked.
You've been to Humboldt, bro?
Yeah.
So in Humboldt, there's like a Humboldt 10, which is really irregular, like 6.
She's like a 5 or a 6.
You know what I'm saying? But in Humboldt, homie, like, she's a 10, and
you
should see these 6s in Humboldt, bro. They're walking around like they're the hottest shit ever. And so it's funny you said that, bro, because I have experienced that. But I was up there like, what the fuck? Like, girl, like, you ain't like, the one.
Bring it back down. You're at a 10, bring it back down to a 6.
You're 10 in a row, bro. They be thinking that they're 10s. They're not, bro. They're like 5s and 6s.
Bro,
the real
all
10s,
over here.
Real 10s is about personality, taking care of yourself, not being a slut.
No, even
not being
in looks,
hoe,
bro.
Being nice, being able to smile, being able to have a conversation. If you talk to these women, they can't have a conversation, bro. They cannot have a conversation. That automatically brings their brain down way low. You're nowhere near close to a 10. So when we talk about these women that's at a lower level, what's that thing you say, 20 times less than what they used to be? I agree, bro. These women are not what they used to be. So that's when we ask us about that. We got to be way better because now we got to get this small percentage of good women. So we got to be that much better.
Yeah, no, and
so that's what we talk about, the laws of life.
And no, really not only that. So like every relationship I've ever had personally, I've all my real, not like bitches that I fuck, but like actual relationships where I like fell in love and all that. Bro, all of them were good. Like they were good. Like they were good chicks. Some of them were waitresses. They were good ones though. You know.
Yeah. Some of them they're all sluts.
No. They were good chicks. They were good chicks, bro. And then it's like he was saying, like over time though, like I'd say in the past couple years, especially after the pandemic, I just noticed this this big shift when I'm like out there talking to women, and I just like I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What happened?
And I mean, I don't know if it was a mix of just like, again, staying in the house all day and then just spending so much time on Instagram and Tinder and all these things. But like one thing I even noticed is like, I used to have this company that I used to go, I'll sell stuff out in like gyms and stuff. And like there's fine ass bitches walking in all the time. Mm-hmm. And so I'll just, I'm selling stuff. So I'm already in a position to talk to people. So if I see a hot girl coming, I'm for sure talking to her. And I would talk to these girls. A lot of times these girls would have girlfriends. They'd be like young, 22, 23-year-olds. Mm-hmm. They're hot as shit. Yep. I'll talk to them and they'd still give me their Instagram. And I wouldn't pursue anything. Half the time I wouldn't follow them. But in my head, it's like, that's crazy that you would even give me your Instagram. And like, that's me thinking about it. Like having that like, that questioning with myself of like, damn, I can't.
How
like,
easy is this?
Yeah. So but she's not even gonna entertain my advances, but she's gonna open that door, and it's almost like
it's almost just an extra number. She's another number, another like, another follower.
It's a hit of dopamine for her. Correct. And it's like if I were to like her pictures, it's gonna be like. Yes, how many times has she done that with other men?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Time when I was
like those are the things that I pay attention to where I'm like, that is kind of weird. Like that's
I talk about
thing.
Attention, bro. Last time I went out, about a month ago or whatever, Pedro, when we were out, there was a couple of girls that I talked to, okay? They got their numbers, sending texts, okay, we're gonna meet up, this and that. All of a sudden they go, oh, tell you the truth, I actually have a boyfriend. I just want to see if I can get your attention. Like, you guys have a man and you just want attention? That's their commodity now. They just want attention. So these are women that they probably have a good dude and are here talking to me. Why?
It's
because
crazy.
that is what they value. They value. Don't you?
And it's not,
Do you think their dude has hair like this though? You know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bro. You're like this, bro.
Yeah, no, dog.
But the thing is, now that what they're after, they're not even loyal. They probably got good ass dudes, allowing them to go out Santana Row with their girlfriends. But all these girls, guys. All these, when they say a girl's night out or a girl's trip, they're out there looking for dick. That is fucking true. I know, because I'm the one handing it out to them. So when they say girl's night out or girl's trip, guess what? They're coming to me with my fucking fly ass hair. It's fucking true. These girls, it's a new fucking world, brother. Don't give me that crazy look, bro.
No, but
I know you're a fighter, but don't give me no crazy look, son.
But on the guys' night out, we're just chilling. We're having a good conversation. We're keeping it super mellow.
Clowning each other.
Don't think that like we're up to nothing because we would never do that.
Nah, bro, never. We're sitting having Bible study and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a difference. Guys that are in relationships, we don't really fuck around. You know?
Yeah, no.
But guys that are like we're single or whatever, or have girls, but still they let me go out and do whatever. Because I got it like that. Thank God. It's the hair.
Yeah.
Okay? And I tell him about it. I tell him about the lights. He knows. He see my text and all that shit. Yeah. And so, but most guys are fucking loyal. And we would think, and let me tell you this, we would think because we were raised in a little different era with good mothers that all women are like this, right? You're Italian, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, good morals just like Latinos, right? So we think that all of these mothers are so much alike. So we think that because our mothers are very traditional, took care of us, our aunts took care of us. We're brainwashed to think all women are supposed to be like this. But it's not like that because the generation has changed. Like the woman we're dealing with is a different type of woman than what you're dealing with. You got a good one. You're solid, you know?
Who knows? Time will tell.
No,
time will tell.
There's a reason you got peace in your eyes and fucking fire at the same time, which is fucking fantastic, you know? But you guys that were still dealing with it, with these new little girls around here, okay? And I call them little girls because I call them in their mind are fucking lost, right? All they want is little attention. They want to be used, utilized, and on to the next one.
Yeah,
and that's the new world. And so when we're talking about these women are 20 times less, that's what it is, bro.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. 20 times less.
It's crazy too because I'll even give you another example. Like I met this girl and she was telling me.
Why you smirk when you say her? When you said this girl?
Yeah,
because
see the way
you smirked. Is loving shit.
No.
You see the way you smirk? Watch this.
No. The story's just funny.
This is Miguel. Hold up. I met this girl.
Yeah, you exaggerate,
that was
bro.
That was you, bro.
Like you're coming. No, because I'm thinking about the story. I'm thinking about the story, bro. So check this out.
Reflect.
No, watch. So I meet this girl, right?
Oh yeah, do it all the way like the way you said it.
So I meet this girl, and she starts telling me about how like she has a coffee cup, and I'm like, oh, where'd you get the coffee? This, that, and the third. We start getting into the conversation. I find out that for the past 6 months, she's been getting free coffee at this place called Blue Bottle. And it's because the barista that's there gives her free coffee
and pipe
and I'm telling her no, that's what I said. I was just like, oh, like you're fucking him? No, I didn't say that, but I just made like a little innuendo joke. You know what I mean? Yeah. And she's like, no, I would never. He's so young.
Oh, bullshit right away.
And like I look at her and I'm like, so then you know why he's giving you the free coffee? And she's like, I know, but I don't think he has it in him to even ask me out. And I'm like, so why do you take the coffee? And she's like, well, I just, it feels good. It feels good. It makes me feel good. My self-esteem goes up. And like these are verbatim, right? And I'm looking at her like, oh shit, this is like.
What do we talk about, bro?
No,
we talk about what they value most is our attention.
Yeah, and you know what I know what's the funniest part? Uh-huh. I told her, I was like, I would never give you free coffee. And, it was almost like offensive how I said it. But she still stayed there.
I give you the milk for free, though?
No, yeah. I was just making little jokes. And she still stayed there talking to me for like the next hour or so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, it's
those. Hour, bro. You give her a lot of attention, bro.
Well, bro, I'll sit down. I'll talk to anybody.
Hey, that's why he smiled. Pedro, that's why he smiled. I talked to this girl.
Yeah, no, but it was just, those are the moments, like, I just pay attention to those little things where I'm just like, that's funny. Like, you put yourself in a position to get this validation and this attention or whatever, and it's not like, the person on the other side, what their intentions are, but you're not thinking about that. It's not even like something you're avoiding. It's something that you're going for. It's not even the free coffee. It's the attention and the validation.
And that's the aspect of it. Think about that right now, bro. Like, you think about that. They're only giving you free coffee because they want to put their dick inside you. When would any fucking normal person accept that?
I'm sure, like, if she just showed some titties, he'd be stoked too. So it doesn't have to necessarily be intercourse. Yeah, just like maybe some titties, like free coffee for some titties, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but bro, check out the mindset.
She's show me the top of the nipple, bro.
Yeah, like, at least don't even wear a bra next time, bro.
She knows he wants to fuck me, but I'll make him think that just for coffee. For a free coffee, I'll lead him on. How fucking crazy is that? You're so cheap that you were willing to do this for coffee? To lead a man, I wouldn't give no attention like that. But women, their commodity, what they really enjoy is attention, right?
Yeah.
So let's skip.
So that's basically the breakdown of why I say that. It's just, especially here in the Bay Area, I noticed that it's like very hard to get. And maybe you're right. Maybe it's where I'm looking, right? Like if I go to maybe a farmer's market. Go to the Santa Clara Farmers Market.
They're going to have armpit hair, though, too, bro.
Thing.
Oh, yeah. I can't have that, bro. I want a hot bitch. Yeah, these hot bitches be out here slutting, dog.
Yeah. Like, dude, it's all the same, bro. You think they're not. They're all the same, bro.
No. Yeah,
you got to get them young. I'm telling you got to get them young. Once a certain age happens, they're cooked. Yeah. Like, you lock them up 5 years, it's fucking awesome. But I would say a lot of women, check out what I say, 26, 27, and older, they're cooked.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
They have too many fucking cocks in them.
That's.
They got a fucking dead look. Well, look at women that are sluts. Look and analyze them. They got a dead fucking look to them. Look at them. They got a dead look to them. Too many cocks, bro. What happens, dude? It's a real scientific statistic that when they're having so much sex with guys, their DNA gets absorbed into them. So now they're having their DNA and another man's DNA. And that's why the chemicals balance inside of them is so fucked up. Because they have so much DNA. It's fucking true, bro.
No,
fucking true.
You know what's crazy when you say about that?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about because I heard it. There's like even a word for it. I forgot what it is. It'll come to me. But one thing that I noticed, again, every time I had a successful relationship, one of the things that I would notice.
Lasted for a week?
No. These are like years-long relationships. Yeah. But what I would notice is like, once, we're in a relationship, we're in love, this, that, and third. Obviously, we're having a bunch of sex, whatever, right?
He's in love.
What I would notice is they would like almost be a copy of me, right? The way I speak, my slang, even the way I would dress. If I would dress like I'm very minimalist in the way I dress, I would notice that they start to switch up the way they dress to kind of copy me and shit like that. And I love that. Yeah. I love that, And but then again, like what you're saying, like once as I got older and I was dating older women and I wasn't really thinking about all this stuff. I would just notice that it was almost like they want to go against that. Whereas like when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s,
you were dating younger girls,
and we were having in these relationships, I would just notice this like natural mesh of our, I don't know, personalities balancing out, energy. Where it was like she allowed me to kind of be in my role and she was in her role and we just kind of did our thing. Again, very traditional way, right? Whereas like now I find it very difficult to like everyone they like. It's almost like
repulsive.
Yeah, bro, it's kind of weird.
Repulsive.
Like I met this girl in Miami the first time I went twice this year, right? The first time.
This guy shows up to Miami, bro. He's like all the game in the world.
Oh, I'm fucking bitches out there for sure. But so I meet this girl, and it's one of these moments where I'm the type of motherfucker. I'm a lover, okay? I see this girl from afar. It was her birthday that day, and I said,
every time he says he's a lover, it makes me laugh, bro.
I think she's like a Caucasian girl, but I see her dancing. I'm like, that bitch is Cuban, bro. That's my girl right there. So I walk up to her. She's a little taller than me. I ask her to dance. She says no because her family's there, right? They're celebrating her birthday. I'm like, all right. So I go towards the end later on. She's a little bit drunk. She's a little bit looser. I go up to her. I start dancing with her. We start dancing, and she's like telling me, "Oh, I'm so glad you came back. You know, I was just nervous because my dad's there." Boom, boom, boom. And we're dancing. We're having a whole conversation.
All in love.
So I get her information. We're texting. Later on, I take her on a date. We go on a date, and then on this date, you know, I find out a little bit about her. She is a little bit older, right? She was like maybe like a year and a half younger than me.
Yeah.
But she was very on that like. When you say independent woman, it's like someone who's going to hold it down. She was very independent, like, no, me, and like, I'm not worried about nothing. And I was telling her straight from the gate, I was like, look, I don't like, I noticed you at that club, but I'm not even trying to fuck around. Like, if we start talking, like, I'm not trying to just fuck. Like,
I am.
And eventually, like, I want to get to a point where, like, I start a family and this, that, and the third. And she's like, yeah, me too.
He's
Trying
to fall in love at the club and make babies with the girl he met at the club, getting drunk in front of her dad, bro.
Listen, so then we start talking. She starts telling me, she's like, yeah, I want kids too, but I got my career and I want to do my art, this, that, and the third. And I remember watching her in this moment. I'm just like, that none of that balances out. Like, if you want to have the family, like, how are you going to balance out a family to do all these things, right? And then on top of that, once we, like, had the date and, like, we really got along, right? Like, I didn't even have to push for the sex. She was pushing for the sex, which I'm going to fuck her, obviously. But at that point, I was already kind of grossed out by, like, how aggressive she was about the sex. You get what I'm saying? And so,
bro, you're on vacation in Miami.
Yeah.
And you're taking chicks on dates.
Hell yeah.
And you're like upset that they're trying to get it in, bro. Where is she from? Is she from Miami?
She was originally from Miami, but she lives in New York.
This dude's a lover, bro.
Yeah, was she on vacation too then?
No, she was there seeing her. Oh, well, she goes back and forth between Miami and New York.
Yeah, bro. Dog, come on, homie. Like, she was like, "Oh, this fool's a fucking out of towner. I need some fucking dick real quick." Like,
that's it.
Yeah, I like girl. So I don't like girls like that, but I think they're very valuable in society because as a young fighter, like, you really don't want a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But also too, like, you don't want to jack off like all day every day and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of need
testosterone and shit.
You need multiple chicks like that, bro. Because if you fuck the same slut like 3 times, like, even a slut will like catch weird feelings and like make your life miserable, you know what I'm saying? So as a young fighter, for any young fighters watching and listening, have a steady rotation of multiple different sluts. Don't ever have a girlfriend. Be loyal to your craft. Fight hard. Don't have a girlfriend, bro. It's gonna be drama. It's gonna suck, bro. So that's why I do think that, like, and then also, like, bro, I hate to say it, bro, like, sex workers, strippers, like, I think that's an important role in society. Yeah. And so don't get me wrong, it's like not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't feel comfortable paying.
I don't drink. I need to do one drink and you're fucking.
Bro, I've been the VIP host at a strip club. I've worked in multiple strip clubs and I've made so much money off of these young ladies. They make so much money. Yeah. They give me the money. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, that's different. That I'm totally comfortable with. I would never pay for that.
Tell us how they give you the money.
They fucking hand it right into my fucking hand.
But how does that work, bro? How does that work? So you're working at a certain club.
So
Can you say a name?
I mean, I've worked at the Spearmint Rhino right here in downtown San Jose. I'm actually currently working at the Spearmint Rhino right here in downtown San Jose. It's watered down, bro. It's like they have alcohol. So in Santa Clara County, if they serve alcohol, they have to wear pasties. So it's topless with pasties. So you're really not doing shit.
So no nipples.
No nipples, bro. There's nothing. So the guys really aren't getting nothing. Yeah. But you bring them in. Hey, what's up? I got a girl you like. Does she do extras? Yeah, I think she does extras, bro. She doesn't, homie. Yeah, I think she does, homie. Right over here. And then this is her right here. And then, okay, I'm gonna do a champagne room because I might get some extras. There ain't no fucking extras, especially not the Spearmint Rhino in San Jose, dog. Like maybe the Pink Poodle or some shit. But I used to work at the
Pink Poodle's a hood shit. Yeah, you go over there, you get a little handy in the back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fire department rolling up.
You know that shit?
That's cool.
So that's what they think they're getting at the Spearmint Rhino. They're not. and these guys pay fucking big bucks to get teased, which is how it's supposed to be. Because once they get the relief, they're gone. I used to work at the Spice House in Reno. Once this fool had a little wet spot on his jeans, he's gone, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fool ain't kicking
That makes sense.
He ain't spending no more money, bro. So it's a hustle, and it's just an opportunity to make money off of these suckers that want to give their money to these chicks and shit. So I like that. I like it, bro. I like working with it and using it.
How long have you been doing that for?
Years now, bro. I started in Reno.
You were in Reno too?
I started in Reno at the Spice House. Yeah.
What year did you start doing that?
That was probably 5 years ago. It was right around the same time I met my lady. I met my lady in Reno.
Okay.
Yeah, I met my lady. Yeah, so 6 years ago
And
now,
you were
I guess.
wait, and then before that, you said you met your lady training in Reno.
I met her at Reno City Kickboxing. Now it's Ronin Reno. It's the home of Zach Vanel. And, there's still Reno City Kickboxing, but we were training with Zach Vanel. And met her there, dude. She was getting ready for a fight, her first fight, PKB. She did good, bro. She's a savage. She ran track at University of Nevada, Reno, so she's a D1 sprinter.
Wow.
Damn.
She got her degree in criminal justice psychology with a criminal justice minor. Went to the police academy. Like, my chick will blast you guys. Like walk up in here and pop, like smoke all you fools. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I'm bulletproof.
And I'd hope, you would hope, right? And so I like that shit about my lady, bro. Like, my lady's a straight savage, and that's what I value, bro. And honestly, bro, there's been situations where I was working downtown San Jose, and there was chicks that were messing with me, bro. Like, knowing that I can't do nothing because I'm a guy.
Oh, shit.
And they were like coming to my work and harassing me.
Wait, why? What? For what reason?
So these fools tried to beat up one of my homies. He was all drunk. I was working like right outside of Fuse, right downtown San Jose, like on First Street.
Oh yeah.
And and this group of guys were gonna jump my homie. It was Will, bro. You remember, you fucking dumb motherfucker. He was drunk, homie.
You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, he might watch this shit, Fiesta or whatever. And
you dumb motherfucker, don't
he's
beat me
stupid
up.
as fuck, bro. No, he was he just talked all this shit, got all these fools all worked up, and then they were gonna beat his ass, Yeah. And I was working security, and I literally I'm working security. So, and the cops are like right there, not San Jose. I can't really do nothing, right? They're like, Will's right here. This group of guys is like walking by to fuck up Will, and they're like, yeah, there he is right there. They don't know I know him, And so as they like pass in front of me, I just start bombing on them.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck all these fools. There's a bunch of them,
Nice.
So I start bombing. And they're big, bro. They're big.
Yeah.
And I'm at work, so I really shouldn't be doing that. But fuck it. It's my homie Will. And bomb on these fools. We're in the street. Like, I'm at work. And I run, bro. So my boss there, she's actually cool. She gets rid of all the footage. Because it's mandatory in San Jose to have cameras out in front of your bar. And luckily, she gets, I've had a couple incidences. I went viral in front of Fuse. And she gets rid of all of the, I went viral from a cell phone camera, but she got rid of all the footage. So I love her for that. Nice. But one of the big dudes was some chick's brother that worked at a bar like that was close to mine. So this fool I bombed on was like this chick's brother. So her and her homegirls like started coming over like, yo, I can't believe you beat up my brother. And I didn't even know who her brother was. Her brother ended up being the biggest guy of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And I was like, oh, this fool's huge. And I was like, you're like this little, you're giving me a hard time about this fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, I had to call my lady. Babe, I need you to get down here right now. Really? Yeah, right now. And sure enough, there she is. And I need a lady like that, bro. I know not everyone needs a. Some people want a little dainty lady. That little dainty thing that they can like, and then fucking no dog. Like my chick like is savage, bro. My chick will fuck you guys. My chick will fuck you guys. If you guys sparred, I know you guys train with Clint. Like if you guys sparred Muay Thai, my chick would fuck you guys.
I only do boxing with Clint.
Yeah, if you guys sparred Muay Thai, bro, she'd kick the fuck out of you guys.
For real?
Yeah, bad.
Damn.
Yeah, she's a D1 sprinter, bro.
Okay.
She's not little, and she kicks hard as fuck, bro. Guys get pissed all the time, and they look at me like I'm looking at them like, you letting a girl beat you up, you fucking pussy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're looking at me like, I'm like, bro, like, why you letting my chick beat your ass? My chick doesn't beat my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't beat my ass, but half the guys in the gym, she could beat their ass.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like that though, bro.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so that's your style. You like a chick, like if she gets deployed to Iraq, like she's good, like she's not gonna have a problem.
Yeah, she might be like cry a couple times, but she'll get through it,
Okay.
Yeah. She'll be all right.
Yeah.
But my mom's a sad too.
How old is she and how long has she been training? And how old are you and how long have you been training?
I'm 35. I'm training. I had my first fight when I was like 18. I've been training for a long time. Started like wrestled in middle school and then started doing striking freshman year of high school and started fighting when I was 18.
Okay.
And then she just started like 6 years ago. She's younger than I am. She's like 5 years younger than me or some shit like that. She's 30. She's 30. Yeah.
30.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's getting older, bro, because when I met her, she was like 24, 25, you know, and now it's
That's
like,
usually what happens in life, bro.
they keep, every year I get older, she gets a year older too, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that happens,
Yeah, it's
bro.
fucked up, bro, yeah.
It's weird math. How does that happen in life?
Yeah.
So with your fight coming up and your promotion coming up, how do you balance that? 'Cause that's got to be rough. And then the training, and then that's got to be a lot of work. Promoting, setting everything up, setting the matchmaking. How do you set up matchmaking? That's what interests me most. Out of all the fighter promotions that people do, how do you set up matchmaking?
I call these fools. I call them.
But do you watch them fight first? And say,
Yeah, I watch them. I see their record, and then I kind of just peep them out, and then I call them and see if they want to fight. Amateurs, like, bro, like, I was trying to find two fools that are down to fight each other, you know, and the skill sets are like, they're different, but also mixed martial arts is like, they could be a good boxer against a good grappler, you know, against a fucking taekwondo guy, against a street fighter, you know. It's kind of like, it's so many different variables and like levels of skill. I try to find people that I think are pretty equal. Yeah. I don't want to see no one get knocked out in the first round. That's not my style. My show's not like that. There are shows like that. Yeah, where you'll see like
the Emperor, no matter what, he's knocking out in the first round.
Yeah. You saw that shit?
The Emperor. Yeah. Knocking out
Jermaine.
You saw that shit, right?
Dude, that dude's not fucking around. Yeah. He was on this podcast because we saw his first fight ever, right?
Yeah.
And his first fight, he knocked the dude out in what, like 30 seconds?
16 seconds.
I don't know what it was.
Seconds.
And
21 seconds.
He said, he's like, Abel asked him, like, well, do you think you're going to, you know, knock him out faster or slower than last time? And he just looks at him slowly. He's like, half the time.
I was like, nah, bro, you're going to do 32
and then he
seconds.
goes, and he did it. Yeah. He actually did it. I was like, fuck, bro. He called that shit.
I sparred Jermaine twice today, you know, and he's fucking a savage. When he's new too, bro. When he first came in, he was kind of awkward. Like,
what makes him so, like...
I even told him, like, he's explosive as fuck. He has good distance control and timing, and he's a lot longer than he looks. But when he first came in, he was awkward. I told this motherfucker, because I watched him sparring Dash, and I let him know. I was like, hey, homie, like, you got way better, like, in a very short amount of time, bro. And he goes, hey, bro, really? Like, you think? And I was like, dog, yeah, bro, because I sparred this fool right when he showed up. Yeah. And he was awkward. He could still hit you and shit, but he was just awkward, bro. And like, in his defense, it was just weird, bro. Now he like looks like a fucking high level amateur fighter, maybe even like getting ready to go pro and shit. Like, he has all the, you know, when you're built like that, all fucking lanky, with his type of like fast twitch muscle, and now like the way he's mixing in his feints, he's gonna be a problem. But we have a lot of guys at AKA that are gonna be problems.
How many fighters do you guys have there that are pros?
Pros? I mean, I don't know, like probably 30 or something. Like, there's a lot
30 you guys?
I mean, there's people that rotate in and out, because we have the Dagestanis, you know, the Russian team, Khabib, and those guys. They come do their camps at AKA. When the Russians are in town, the room is full as fuck, you know. But the Russians aren't always there.
Yeah,
they usually come in when they have it.
In summertime, they're not here, right?
It's when they have a fight in the States. They'll do their camp in the States. I think it's like, you know. But if the fight's like in Europe or somewhere else, then they're gonna go do it. They're gonna do it in Russia. So
yeah,
we get them, and it's cool. It's cool when they're there. We love having them, but the group of Americans that are there are just a bunch of savages. So a bunch of up and comers, bro. Theo Haig is kind of, he's my strength coach. He's like 2-0 in Bellator. He has a fight coming up the week after mine. He's the next thing, bro. This whole Theo doggy.
What's his name?
Theo Haig.
Theo Haig, come on board.
Yeah, I was telling him I was doing the podcast. He was the one where I was like, I'm gonna ask him about that statistic at the beginning.
Okay.
Theo's like, bro, I don't know if you should do that, dog. Like, maybe
Theo, come on, we'll explain it to you again. Maybe we'll change the story a little
bro,
bit.
Theo's very well spoken, homie. But I hate to say
He's
it.
gonna take my job, bro.
No, bro. No. And I hate to say it, bro. He was like, he's a manly motherfucker, bro. He's like an American ass, a manly motherfucker. Sweet. He was like, hey, bro, I don't do no podcasts where guys are bitching. Like, guys shouldn't bitch. Like, guys shouldn't complain about the quality of female. Then like, guys should just sit down and fucking work.
Now, Theo, you're super invited to come on here. Now we want you on here.
That's what Theo said, bro.
If you don't come on here,
because I was like, I think it's about, we're gonna talk about like
everything.
You know, and then he was like, oh, hopefully there's no complaining, bro, because I don't think guys should complain, dog. Guys need to just get the fucking work.
No, I like his style.
Yeah.
I like it. Right? No, I like his style, because that's one of the things that we touch on, where it's like, bro, like at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? You just gotta do whatever you gotta get through. If you have a problem in front of you, you just gotta get through it. Like, that's life. That's life. And you're always gonna have problems. So that's like perpetually what it is.
Correct.
So, yo, Theo, if you're watching this, bro, we won't complain. I promise.
We don't complain. Come on here. Don't be. You know what I'm saying? We challenge you to come on here, bro. Don't be a little girl. Manly shit only, bro. Yeah. You know, no, Theo will be good here. So, no, we don't. We try to complain about it. We talk about our stories of failures and successes, because everyone has failures. Mm-hmm. How are we gonna learn? We learn off of each other, right?
Yeah.
There was a And there was a story in the Marine Corps, right? When I was in boot camp, fucking 50 years ago. And there was this one time, there was the whole time we're drilling and doing all this. But there's one time a week, we call it DI time, drill instructor time. When the drill instructor would just stand in front of us and we can talk normal. We can sit back, slouch, and do whatever. Just 1 hour of decompressing. And we would be able to talk to the drill instructor and ask him anything. There's one time, drill instructor Sergeant Mullen, redhead, freckles, Irish dude, just stacked, right? And he was just always on point. And this one time he's just talking in front of us, 3%. And we were just sitting on the ground, listening. This motherfucker was just 3%, walking in front of us, just angry. 3%. Walk around.
Tourette's.
Yeah, we were just looking at each other like, what the fuck is wrong with each other? Like, what's wrong with this dude? 3%. And we're just like, we're looking at each other like, I thought we were supposed to have a good time. Talk some shit. And he goes, 3% of you will listen to the advice of your dad, your uncle, your mom, your drill instructor, your teachers, your older brothers, your friends, if you guys are in mixed martial arts, your coach, your sensei. Only 3% of you will listen to the advice that we're trying to give you. Only 3%. The rest of you 97% are going to fuck up your life and do stupid shit, suffer, lose money, lose relationships, be in pain, be in accidents, lose your time. So 3% of the people that are going to actually listen to advice. So we're trying to get to those 3%. People that will actually listen to advice. So when we talk about our failures, it's not like we're bitching. Fuck it, shit happens. One of the things that we say in life is, as men, we're going to suffer. Suffering is part of what is being a man. There's no fucking easy life if you want to succeed, if you want the glory in life. Like, you step in the ring, win or lose, you're a fucking gladiator. You're a winner. To us, we see you as a fucking god. But you can't get there being a little bitch, complaining about shit. Oh, your fucking knee hurts. Your arm hurts. I'm too fucking sore. I can't work out today. Fuck that. You get going. That's it. Being a little bitch? No, that's just what it is. You just keep it going. Keep it pushing, son. We talk about a lot of this shit because a lot of life, a man suffers, right? A lot of men suffer. You must understand this. Every single man, you're going to suffer. And you can talk about it, but just understand it and just keep it pushing. So when your boy was talking, Theo was talking about, I don't want to hear about wimps, people complain about shit. No, we don't fucking complain about none of this shit. What we're doing is giving you information, statistics, so you can know what to do with it. This is normal. The laws of life have changed. Now, with this information, what are you going to do with it? You're going to be part of that 3%, which you learned from that advice, or you being part of that stupid ass 97%, and then actually complain and bitch and act like a little fucking coward. I think that maybe touched a little bit on your boy Theo's.
That touched on it.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, Abel, what have we accomplished here on this table that gives us the right for people to listen to us and take our advice?
What have we accomplished?
Let me hear your resume.
Cool. From me personally?
Yeah, you first.
Okay, perfect. So I'm a 40-something-year-old man. These guys always make fun of me because I'm the old-ass dude in the room. I always say our podcast is Old and New Money Podcast. So what have I done? I've been in the Marine Corps for 8 years. I was with the Sheriff's Department for almost 10 years. Okay? I've got some bullet holes in me. I've trained martial arts, Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai. I'm not going to say I've been in street fights because we're not supposed to say that, but I've never lost a street fight, thank God. Okay? I am not scared to take a punch in the face, but I'm also going to give it. Okay? I'm extremely honorable. I don't like to lie or bullshit. I won't fucking lie to you ever, bro. I'd rather, because I feel if I lie to anybody, I'm dishonoring myself. And I'm I'm worth way more than trying to make you believe some fucking bullshit. So I refuse to lie to anybody. That's a big thing to me, right? So what is my value also in that aspect? Because I got a lot of experience. I understand money, investments. I'm a realtor. I know how to invest houses. I know how to play the game of money. I know what to look out for. And I understand men and women. I really understand men and women, the good and the bad. And that's one of the things that we talk about. You're good, bro. That's one of the things we talk about, the good and bad, understanding men and women. Because a lot of our problems are breathing. In life, that's where a lot of our problems come from. So you got to be able to understand when we talk about the introduction, good and bad. Men, we got to get that much better now because life is that much more difficult. And you got to be able to understand women and not fall into the trap of this. Because when we say women are 20 times worse, you catch a bad woman, okay? What happens? You're married to her for 7 years. All of a sudden, guess what? You're paying alimony for the rest of your life. You have a couple of kids with her, 2 or 3, guess what? Now you're suffering the pain of your kids. Men, as we mature, we start to not really give a fuck about ourselves. What we really care about is our family, our friends, and people around us. Make sure everyone's continuing to be good and happy and prospering. So when you ask me what is my experience is I want everyone around me to do good. And so what do I bring to the table? My experience. So when people talk to me about their problems, I understand a lot of this shit because I've been through a lot of stuff. Like I put myself in the fire. I'm not taking it easy on my life. I'm still not taking it easy on my life. I went broke 3 fucking times. You can go beyond zero. Mm-hmm. You can go beyond zero. But I made it 4 times. Name me one motherfucker that's been broke twice and made it back. Most people go broke once and fucking, I'm just going to get my little job and that's it. I'm like, bro, I've been broke 3 fucking times. Made it 4. Name someone that's done that. I don't know anybody. And I talk to a lot of fucking people. So when you talk to me, what do I bring to the table? I bring a lot of experience, man code, understanding the new laws of life. I'm right in the middle with me and Miguel. But we have I'm 46, 47. Fuck, I'm 47 on Saturday. Oh, okay.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, brother. So I'm 47, right? Miguel's 31. Looks like 18, 32, whatever.
Yeah, good for your age. Are you a father also?
Yeah, I'm a father of 2 kids. I got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. Oh, do you? So what I bring to the table, I bring what you guys have all been through. I've already been through a lot of shit.
Same mom? Or?
Same moms, yeah. Oh. No. 2 different kids. No, fuck. My seed needs to spread, bro.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm Mexican, bro.
Okay,
so we're banging everything, bro. You know what I mean? Well, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
And so, I'm going for more baby mamas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because these kids need to be raised right. Okay, so you see a lot of these kids that go into the gym one month and they're out. Why? Because they can't handle the fire, right? How do we change? One of the things that I tell people, and I say to Jermaine and Dash, why do I love you fucking fighters so much? Your fucking spirit. If men understood this and understand how to fight, you wouldn't need to have so many problems because you're not trying to have these problems, right? But men, what you're going through, the mindset that you go through, you can pretty much do anything once you focus on it. The problems of fire that you guys go through in training is pretty fucking insane. So I've been through that type of training. I've done 2-a-days. Okay, so I understand what you're going through. That's why I'm like, dude, these are superhumans. When I say it's superhumans, it sounds funny to you guys, but this is a superhuman. You don't have to be flying around or Batman or do Flash, all this shit. The mindset that these men have, I admire. And when I tell you, when you ask me, what do I bring to the table? Tell me motherfuckers that work 116 hours a week for a month, for a year, for 10 years, for 20 years, back on it again, 46 and still grinding hard. Tell me. I don't need to work no more, but I enjoy this shit, and I like creating more things, creating more businesses. So what I bring to the table? Fucking man shit. You keep it fucking pushing. Don't be a little fucking pussy. So that's what I bring to the table, son.
Yeah, you're
up. The plane,
no, you're up, bro. Yeah, you're up. Yeah. So, but are you working 116 hours a week?
This shit, bro. I like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not counting how much I'm working, but right now I got two 9-to-5. So, and this is, I'll give you a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about my background. So in my 20s, I was moving packs and I was making a lot of easy money. Yeah. And I made a lot of good money. Like I wasn't just like moving packs and selling ounces. Like I was moving packs into London, into Amsterdam, New York, all over the East Coast. And
got the cop in the, you know.
Yeah, he's the next cop too.
Were you driving or were you mailing it?
Bro, check this out. So what I would do is I would drive up to the farmers up north, right?
Yeah.
Drive it back down. I knew some people in San Francisco who taught me how to seal it, put it in my luggage. I'd take a flight wherever. I'd fly with it.
Damn.
I'd mail some of it. I'd catch it. And then I'd just meet people. And I was the one. I wouldn't have anyone in the middle because I wanted to make as much money. I didn't want to pay anyone for anything.
Yeah.
So I would just do that. And that's how I made it all. And then I would take the money. I would go get money orders. If I had bitches in that city, I'd go get them to get money orders, or I'd take the cash and I'd put it in my clothes and I'd spread the cash thinly throughout my pants, fold my pants up, mail some of it. I would have to get real creative to get the money back. So it was just like a back and forth thing. And it was honestly like, before that, I wasn't a very ambitious kid, but because of that, like it made me get into the whole money thing, right? Luckily, what happened though is I got caught. I almost got a felony in 2020. Happened 2020 in January 2020, and I had court in March. Then the COVID thing happened.
COVID saved them.
So
COVID did save some lives.
It saved me, but then it pushed my court case for another year and a half. So I was in this weird limbo place where I had no skills. I didn't know anything else. I didn't know how to do anything else. Luckily, I ended up just giving that up. I was sleeping on couches for a bit. I got a job at Stanford Hospital. Fucking hated it. And I had to figure out what I had to do, right? So then what I did is, while I was there, and what I did do during that time too, is I had done cryptocurrency because I had a delivery service in San Francisco while I was doing all that other crazy shit. So these fucking tech nerds put me onto crypto. In 2020, I saw crypto go down, so I put a little bit of money into crypto. It jumped up, and like that was the first time I made money legally, right? I made a solid good five figures legally, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Now I got to learn this shit. So what I started doing is I said, fuck it, like I'm just gonna eat it for a while. So then I got a job I hated. I was sleeping on the couch. And in all my free time, I was trying to learn this cryptocurrency shit, which I had no idea. I didn't understand any of it. I'm not a tech person at all, right? I was going to these meetups. I was meeting people. I was volunteering my time to one of the companies because they would put on events. I was like, bro, I'll throw your events for you. And I met this dude at one of the events where that was his job. And I got to the point where he wouldn't even have to come to San Francisco. And then I was just meeting these people that were doing crypto, and they would just teach me shit. Eventually, through that is how I learned about tech sales, right? So I ended up, luckily, I quit my job. I had enough money to kind of give me a runway. I did a course, which again, I was a horrible fucking student, but I did this course to learn tech sales. Then I got an internship for a company, for a tech company. And then after that, I was just applying day in and day out, day in and day out. And then I got this corporate job that I have now. So I do corporate sales now because of that.
What a turnaround, huh?
Yeah, and it's a complete 180 from the life I was leading, bro. I think back now, and it's like, it's why I genuinely believe in God, because there was all the fucking bullshit and all the little things and the big things that I could have gotten in trouble with, like I didn't. Like all the risks that I took, I didn't get in trouble. And when I did, it didn't go as bad as it could have. Because even my little brother got into that same business because of me, and he ended up going to jail.
Damn.
And he ended up going to jail for a couple months. And like and it's crazy because it's like I saw him go through it, and I was still doing it. I was still running around doing it for a couple more years. And and then just this year I've been on it. Like that's why I started going to train with Clint, just working my corporate job. I got a second job that I told you about, and on top of that, I'm running another business and doing this podcast and trying to grow this. And so it's just, again, this whole evolution of like, you know how I told you earlier, like I'm very traditionalist with like my relationships. Like I'm still developing like what exactly do I want?
He likes to fall in love.
Because I would know, bro, like I've been in successful relationships. I've been a cheater. I've been fucking hella bitches. I was when there was a point where I was just traveling city to city, I had different bitches wherever. And so now I look at it like, all right, like I'm trying to figure out like the frame of like where I should lead, because I know that the way that I was doing things was wrong. So now I'm at this place where I'm kind of reframing everything in my life. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when I look back, it's like there's a lot of things that I'm very proud of. You know, again, I'm working out regularly. I train boxing, not at your level, obviously, but
high level coach though.
Oh, high level. Oh, 100%. Because he makes it easy for me to understand. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then just being around, the most important part is just being around people that can help me get to the next level. Not even like help me like giving me opportunities or anything like that. It's just about the way they think and the way they talk. You know, because again, the reason I got into the shit I was involved in before is because of the people I was around. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, I thought that the only way to make big money was to do something like that. And then once I started learning about crypto shit, and I started meeting people in that world, I was like, bro, these guys that I used to think had money are fucking broke compared to these people. Yeah. And these guys are doing it legally. Yeah. And so that was where it was like, all right, I gotta switch this whole shit up. And yeah, man.
No, you bring a good perspective. You do, and you do as well. You know, and if I see like why I can see why that's the theme of the podcast. You know, I remember I told you about my podcast. Yeah. My podcast was just all about fighters and interviewing fighters, because that's like all I really fucking know, bro. Hate to say it. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm a strength coach. I went to college, and I've worked in my field for fucking too many years. Right now, I'm not working as a strength coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I coach a Tuesday, Thursday at Smash Milpitas. It's a strength and conditioning class. I'm the strength coach for the fight team at Smash. So that class is sick. If you guys want to slide over there, Smash Milpitas. But I'm not working like a full, 9 to 5 fucking coaching gig. And I'm trying to do this whole pro fighter thing. But honestly, bro, this whole pro fighter thing, dog, it's not as luxurious. Like I've done 2. This is my second main event back to back. I'm on a 5-fight winning streak. I'm 8-2.
Ooh, okay.
I don't got shit, bro, to say for my show. I don't got shit to show for it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I haven't made no money, dog, as a fighter,
how much
bro.
How much you get paid in when you're starting? as a fighter?
So my first pro fight, I got $500, and then they took out my fees, so I got like $250.
Okay.
My debut, right?
Yeah, what the hell? What kind of fees are those?
That's normal.
Oh, I
bro.
know the commission fee, because you have to get licensed for the commission.
Oh, okay.
And so
okay.
I had owed the commission because it was my first time being licensed.
Okay.
Or whatever. So I owed the commission this money. They took it.
So they don't take it every time.
And then I got knocked the fuck out vicious in my pro debut. Oh, so like I got, and so I had to take like a fucking couple months off. Only time I've ever been knocked out. And Theo just fucked this fool up at Bellator not that long ago and shit. But I've also whooped that fool's ass too. It was a rematch. I've already whooped that fool's ass. But he got me. So you get knocked the fuck out vicious for $300. You're not the man you thought you were, you know, and now you're trying to like regather yourself. Like the pro fighter life, kind of gnarly, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and just because it's not very rewarding.
Yeah.
It's not very rewarding. Like if you make it, sure.
Yeah.
But the likelihood of like, even now, bro, like the likelihood of me making it to like the UFC or getting like a big money contract, I mean, fuck, there's a flame there, but it's not very likely.
What drives you? Like, what keeps you going?
Bro, I hate to say it, dude. Like, I like fucking the violence, bro.
Yeah. You can tell.
Died, bro.
If I'm not
Yeah.
fighting professionally, I'm gonna be fighting some motherfucker, dog, is gonna get fucking beat, bro, and vice versa. Like I like taking my licks, dog, and I feel like some
Feels
people
good,
are like.
bro.
You know how, so
good. I
yeah.
like
So
to
for
punch in the
example, bro,
face.
like let's say you're fucking in a room and some fucking tweaker comes in, acting all weird. Who's gonna stand? Who do you think's gonna stand up to address this tweaker?
Well, fucking us.
You're gonna fucking do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of motherfuckers that aren't gonna stand up,
don't,
dog.
exactly.
They're not gonna stand up, bro. And so it's in you, homie. You know. And so I try to feed my little thing in there, bro, with these fights. Yeah. But I know that when my career is over, like there's still many more motherfuckers that are gonna get beat, dog. yeah. Like it's
There's
not
gonna be a tweaker out there that's gonna get his ass
if
whooped,
he's,
bro.
if you're acting wrong in the wrong place, like it's not gonna. I don't teach like nice lessons, like I left and no, like the lessons, like people need to look in the mirror and like be fucking mangled, and that's like the lesson that they need to learn, in my opinion.
Bro.
You know, for these,
That's
you know?
real. No, yeah, I like your philosophy, bro.
So when you're fighting, how often are you trying to fight right now? When was your debut, and now, how often are you trying to fight?
COVID kind of messed up the whole, like, I debuted, I lost, I won my next two, like within 3 months. I mean, like 3 months apart, or maybe 4 months. So I got knocked the fuck out in that first one, and then I'm 2-1. I got a Bellator fight against a local. Do you know Ivan Batinich? He trains with Coach Clint. He owned Ivy Strong. He's a local dude, strength coach.
Maybe
Yeah.
I've trained with a couple dudes there, and I don't know all their names.
You probably seen Ivan at one point and shit. And anyway, I fought him for Bellator, or my Bellator debut. He chokes me out in the second round. So now I'm 2-2. COVID fucking hits, bro. I had a Bellator opportunity and I lost it, you know. But and then I won fucking 5 or 6 in a row or something. And so now we're at where we're at.
82, 82 solid, bro.
And it's cool, bro. But homie, you gotta be like Jermaine and Dash, to be honest, bro. Even though like I'm main eventing the LFA show and I'm the man in Santa Cruz, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are the man, homie, because
Yeah.
they're about to be like in the UFC, bro, at a young age.
I can see it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
no, I
at
can
a
see
young
it,
age,
bro.
like they're gonna be the fucking men, dog. And so that's why it's fun going to AKA, seeing all the up and comers. This is Jacob Horton out of Santa Cruz.
Here's the thing that you got, brother, which, you know, maybe you don't appreciate, but I want to shine some light on that. Bro, if I can take some years back, I'd be doing the shit that you're doing. Because once the youth is gone, it's fucking gone, bro. Like, these guys work out with me. Like, I work hard. And look what I gave you is what I fucking eat every day. And look at me. I'm still fucking fat, bro. Once the body gets a certain age, you can't do it.
Looks like Winnie the
You
Pooh,
know?
huh?
Bro, enjoy this shit. It's fucking, I'm telling you, this fucking dude don't stop. But what you doing, you fucking make it or don't make it, which I hope you fucking make it. When fucking fire rise, I fucking believe you can make it. But enjoy the fucking ride, bro. Because once it's gone, bro. So I think you're fucking doing exactly what you need to be doing for your life. Because win or loss, bro, you're enjoying every single fucking day. And some days ain't the best days, but you're fucking rocking it. And I'm telling you, you're enjoying the shit out of it. Every day, I'm telling you, once you get a certain age, you can't get that back, bro. So fucking fire, bro. Just fucking fire. Get at it. Get at these fucking fights. Fucking live your fucking dreams, bro.